Last week, a Democrat former state senator, Karen Carter Peterson, was sentenced to 22 months in prison for wire fraud. A report from WKRG that explains former Louisiana State Senator Karen Carter Peterson will serve prison time after pleading guilty to a 7-year defrauding scheme in which she took money from the state Democrat Party and her own campaign fund to gamble. Peterson's attorney asked Judge Sarah Vance to consider probation or home confinement, arguing that Peterson's gambling addiction resulted in a diminished mental capacity. Vance rejected the request, stating the former senator did not meet the criteria and that her gambling addiction didn't cause her to engage in criminal activity. Another article points out that her sentence was roughly half of the 41 to 51 month term called for in federal sentencing guidelines. The same article also reminds us that documents had previously revealed that the crimes happened between 2010 and 2022, while Peterson was serving as both the state senator for Louisiana's 5th District and chair of the Louisiana Democrat Party. The Department of Justice later reported that Peterson would write checks drawn from the Karen Carter Peterson Campaign Fund to friends and associates, have them cash the checks at area banks, then have the money returned to her. On some occasions, the DOJ says that the person cashing the check would be allowed to keep some of the funds. Peterson is accused of using the money for gambling-related issues instead of for political campaigning, which was what was reported on her tax forms. Between November 2013 and March of 2020, nearly $100,000 was diverted from the fund. Additionally, the DOJ accuses Peterson of exploiting her position as chair of the Louisiana Democrat Party by falsely reporting that the party paid certain companies for campaign services when the companies in return provided no such services. Peterson then reportedly told the companies to return a portion of the money to her personally, resulting in more than $50,000 stolen from October 2019 to April 2020. More details in this press release from the Department of Justice. They add that in addition to her 22-month prison sentence, Judge Vance sentenced Peterson to serve a period of 3 years of supervised release, 600 hours of unpaid community service, and restitution in the amount of $53,000, along with a fine of $115,000 with $94,000 due immediately and a mandatory special assessment fee of $100. Peterson was ordered to report to authorities to commence serving her prison sentence on March 6, 2023. The United States Attorney's Office released a statement saying, quote, "People have the right to expect that their elected leaders will uphold the trust placed in them." Former State Senator Peterson illegally used campaign funds and state political party funds for her personal use during the majority of her tenure as a state senator. She broke the law, deceived contributors, and violated her duty to the voters and the political party with which she was affiliated on dozens of occasions. Such crimes feed public frustration, cynicism, and civic disengagement. This case is proof that our office is committed to holding corrupt public officials accountable. Here's another statement from James E. Dorsey, Special Agent in Charge, IRS Criminal Investigation, Atlanta Field Office. He said, quote, "As an elected official, Karen Peterson was expected to lead by example and look out for the best interests of her constituents. However, Peterson diverted campaign funds for personal use. Today's sentencing proves no matter a person's position or power, when the public's trust is abused through illegal means, they will be held accountable." Please leave a comment and tell me what you think about this latest update. If you could give this video a thumbs up, remember to click the like button, that's greatly appreciated, and make sure that you're subscribed to the channel. Thanks again.